Alright, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the homestead. I'm just getting back over here to the yard. Took the truck and trailer over there to where we're gonna take a few trees down to see if we can fit a cow barn over there. It'll probably be a little bit before we have the money for the cow barn, but we can go ahead and get a few trees out of the way and make a little money off them. Starting to get my spacing set up here for the log cabin, so that's going pretty good. Did what I could before dark last night, so lift this off. Oh, there we go. Let's get the tractor over here. Sorghum field's looking good. The oats are getting taller. The soybeans haven't changed, and they probably won't. Let's get over here and see how many trees we're going to take down. I kind of have one cow barn in mind that I want to use. One design that I have here. Yeah, we're going to try to get these trees sold to open up the space, and hopefully we'll make enough off that to be able to get us a tedder and maybe a baler. We're also going to need a trailer pretty soon for the crops we got to harvest. Yeah, the grass is starting to grow back in around the what we cut the other day, so we need to get that tedded up, dried out into hay, so we can do something with it, save it for the cows. I'll leave that there for a minute. Let's see. Now the one I was looking at, if I can get in here, cows, and I was looking at this one, and I'm thinking if I can get it here, maybe turn it somewhere in this area, it'll just about fit. So I'm going to take a few trees out from about this area to over here. Maybe come back a little bit further for maybe like a small barn for the hay and such. So maybe we start here. Yeah, we'll start here. If we need any more, we can always plant a few trees back. Yeah, these are definitely going to be able to a lot easier to load on this flat ground. And now that we're got a long trailer and not really worried about it, I think we'll cut them so that they're the most valuable, which I believe is like 8 meters. I know the trailer can hold longer, but we'll get the most value we can. And to jump over that one. So yeah, we'll cut them to 8 meters. Get them loaded up. I don't know how many loads that's going to take. Let's see, these two little ones here can go. Yeah, this is going to change the scenery a little bit. I think I'll leave this one just to kind of shield our view just a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to drop a few trees, get them cut up, and let's get a time lapse going. We'll do a few, and then I'll finish it out and bring you back in. So I'll see you guys in just a second. not sure what happened with that. Well, like the trees may have grew in a little too close to each other. And when I cut into them, they sprang apart. Yeah, there was two of them that grew real close. But, anyway, we get these cut up and we'll load these. Looks like we'll probably have a few good loads here when we get everything we want. Let's see, 8 meter. Still too heavy. All right, let me get these cut up. I'll bring you in when we start loading. We'll load a few and then we'll get them sold. So I'll catch you in a minute. Alright, I believe that's the last of these that we got cut down. It's a pretty good load, so I'm going to get this one on here. We'll go make our first wood sales. Well, that's not pretty. Just making it worse. All right, we'll just try it one more time. There we go. Remember, if homesteading was easy, everybody would do it. Sometimes it's a little difficult. That's better. At least it's on there. Well, let's get this load sold and see what we get from that. Put our straps on. So if this one goes good, like I said, we're going to try to get the tedder, and we'll do that next. If it doesn't turn out to, it should be fine. We know we're going to make decent money off trees, but I don't know if we're going to get enough to afford a baler. That's the question. Even older used balers are still pretty expensive, but we'll see what we get. Oh, boat just left out. See how everybody in town's doing? Get it unstrapped. Alright, we made $19,500 with a $438 environmental score. So $20,000, not bad. You go over here and I'm gonna talk to my guy and see what kind of windrower we can get. Let me just back in out of the way. What do you got? Always double check. Oh, there's a decent little tree planter. It's a lot better than the one that we have, but not what I'm looking for right now. So I want a tedder. Alright, we got several in our range here. How wide is this one? 4.7 meters. 4.4. Not a big fan of this one. I've had some issues with it. I know it's a lot cheaper, but it's not on my list. It'd be nice to have a bigger one, but if I want to be able to get a baler, let's check out the balers and see how much they cost. So we could of course get this little conventional baler, but we would make a ton of small bales. We could get one of these older ones here for $30,000. I don't think that's out of the range with another load of trees. There's one for $17,000. That's not bad. $8,000. That's another little conventional. $12,000 for the chrome. Might be what we have to do. That's a big square baler right there. And then the fast bale. That's a $110,000. That's a little much. This one does 125 round. And this chrome might have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that one. Let's get the windrow or the tedder for now, because we're gonna have to windrow it too. I just thought about that. Gonna get this one. Wheel setup. Nah, I would leave it standard. And I'm good with the colors too. Let's go ahead and buy that. I'm gonna get back up to the farm here, grab the tractor and get back up here, and I'll catch you in just a second. Alright, back up here. I'm gonna attach this to the front because I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a windrower too, and that way I can carry two things back at once. So let me go over here and talk to my guy. I found out his name's Norm. So we're gonna talk to Norm and see about a windrower. I was looking at them on the website here. So this one is 3.4 and 4.7. And again, I had trouble out of these, so I want to stay away from those. So these are kind of the only affordable options we have. 2.5. You know, really, I think I'm going to go a little bit more and get the bigger one here. That way we make less swaths of grass to pick up. Take it easy, Norm. Starting to meet a few of the locals around here. There we go. Yeah, that made a lot more sense to me to go ahead and get this while I was up here. Save another trip. I think if we can get this tedded up, windrowed up, and then maybe get another load of trees, we can get that baler. Maybe we'll have enough for a trailer. So we need $12,000 for the baler. Let's look at the website. The baler was $12,000. We got to have some sort of trailer. 8 meters. This is one of my favorites because it can go all the way up to 22 meters squared, cubed, but it's kind of expensive. Let's see if we have any older options. Yeah, these would be nice, wouldn't they? 138,000. We don't even have a semi truck for that. That one's a little too small. I know it can go to 19, but by the time you bump it to 19, it'll cost a lot more. 1.6 meters. No, that won't do. $8,900 for 7.5. These you'd all have to have systems for, like this, so they're not cheaper. So 3 meters on a low trailer, 20. I like this one because of how low it sits, especially with smaller combines like ours. That one's 11,000 for 8. Yeah, same as that one. They just have it in bale form. But I think this one, without the extension, that'll probably end up what we end up getting. Get the cloths. So we need about 29,000, something like that. Which we got 20,000 off the last load of trees, so a little load and a half, we'll probably be there. Let's get over here and get this field tedded. All right, here we are. Drop the windrower off. And we'll drop the tedder and get it on the back like it's supposed to be. This is not a big tedder. This is going to take a minute. But we're starting out. What do you expect? It's our first time doing hay. But it's throwing that grass around, isn't it? It's been dried out, sitting out here, so yeah, it's pretty good to go. All right, well, let's get on a time lapse. We'll get this field knocked out. Catch you in a second. Alright, we're just getting the last of it finished off here. It's a lot bigger field than I thought it would be. Well, it's not a field yet. The plan is to come in here and maybe get one more cut before winter, and hopefully I can make silage out of that. And then we'll have what what we need to make TMR. Once we get done with the oats, we'll have straw, so then be completely set for cows. But yeah, this tedder right here, I get it, it's all we could afford, and it's just kind of the way it is with a homestead, I guess. But definitely on the list of things I'd like to upgrade one day. Let's see, I missed a few little pieces over here. I don't like to miss anything. Little OCD about that, I guess. I like to try to get it all. And then there was a strip right down here, and that's it. All right. Turn that off and fold it up. We'll get started with the windrowing. Yeah, we almost getting pretty close to a Boyd size field over here. I know, I mean, even if they're not quite his size, this one's definitely not as laughable as that first one we had in Silver Run. That was a tiny little field. But do what you got to do to get started. Get this unfolded. Now I imagine this is going to take a while too. This is not the smallest windrower, but it's definitely not big, so we'll probably do the same. Do a little time lapse, finish it off, and then bring you back. So let's get it going. Alright, yeah, this is it's a long job too with this small windrower, but it is what it is. We're getting it done. But I might not be able to finish this right now. I just got a text that Boyd and Will are on their way, and they told me that, you know, they did want to do some fishing, but they also wanted to help me with the cabin a little bit before we got down to the fishing tonight. So if somebody's coming down here to help me, I definitely want to take advantage of that. So I think I'm going to stop at the end of this row and go get set up over there. Somebody coming to help, I don't want to have to make them wait. I'm going to get everything set up and ready to go. And I think just so I don't forget where I was at, I'll leave it right there. But yeah, it's looking good. We got a nice rows coming up. Got a big little mound right there. But yeah, you just have to go up and then back down to pull it in together, and it ends up being about a 9-meter wide swath. So we should get a decent amount of hay out of here. May even have enough that we could sell some. I don't know that we're going to need this many in the beginning. We'll see. But let's get hooked up to this so we can pick up the logs for the cabin. Yeah, and I think if we clear out the rest of these right in here, we should I believe we should easily have enough money for the baler. Probably the trailer as well. Let me get back over here. If we need to, we can come in here and take out 1 or 2 trees to supplement the income a little bit if we're a little shy. But another thing too I was thinking about is we haven't even cut to the end of this plot that we bought. We could go back there and plant some trees and get back into some real forestry in the future. Wouldn't be a bad idea. We could always use, like I said, if we could get some sort of little sawmill. I mean, nothing like a, commercial grade sawmill, but if we could get into a little something, we could have a lot of wood to build things with. That would save us some money. Yeah, listen to the creek. I can hear it at night sometimes. But I'm definitely looking forward to having a real house instead of this camper. Even though the camper's not been too bad, it's still nothing like a real house. Let's see, I'm gonna grab a few of these poles and bring them over. Or at least I'm gonna try. There we go. Get a little separation. I'm gonna get a few of these set up over here. Get everything ready for when they get here. I'll bring you back in just a second. Alright, well, look like Will and Boyd just pulled up. And looks like Will's been working on a little project he hadn't told anybody about. That is slick right there. Sounds mean too. Wonder if he's going to put a bed on it, if he's just going to sell it as a cabin chassis. That is nice. I like that. Wow. Will's got some skill. I'll give him that. But the three of us are going to work on this cabin for a little bit. And then we're definitely going to try to get out here and catch some of these little fish in here. Maybe a couple of the big ones. We'll see. Something peaceful about sitting out here by the water. But I believe that's where I'm going to let you go for this episode. I am going to try to get the field windrowed before next month and all. But come back next time. We'll see how far we get with the cabin. We'll cut a few more trees, get ready for the cow shed. And I don't think it'll be too much longer before the oats are ready. So, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.